Hi, welcome to 5-Minute Financials with Jack Driscoll. Invest 5 minutes of your time with me to improve your financial well-being. The new tax bill that got proposed will affect us. Some of the provisions are temporary, some of the provisions are permanent. It affects both individuals, married couples, and businesses alike, and it has big changes in it. Most of them are designed to be advantageous and also more simple. So there's simplification measures in this tax bill. But as our government, wait till you hear how this bill got passed and the names changed in the name of the bill, and you'll see maybe simplification's not so easy for our government. Here's what happened. The Tax Act was first proposed with the name formerly known as the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. That's pretty simple, right? So if they do everything that way, I think we're off to a good start. As it turns out, when it went through the House and the tax bill then went to the Senate, the name needed changed supposedly due to many different reasons, and finally ended up with, and this is the formal name of our bill, an act to provide for reconciliation pursuant to Titles 2 and 5 of the concurrent resolution on the budget for fiscal year 2018. Oh boy, here we go. So that's our government in action, and if that's any sign of what simplification in our tax code means, we have a long way to go. But that's the name on our new tax bill. So what we have are the provisions, and I'd like to get into just the areas that will affect most of us and give you a good, either broad understanding of it that you could go through on your own tax planning for 2018, or maybe even more in depth. So here we go. The first major issue that got changed are the tax brackets. The tax brackets on the 2017 tax year, for those of us doing our taxes now, if we're doing taxes on 2017, so all of our tax returns until April, they're not affected by this new law at all. Remember, this tax bill is effective for the year 2018 and beyond. So everybody doing your taxes now, have no fear, everything's the same as it was, because we're retrospectively filing our taxes on what happened last year, 2017, and we file that report, our 1040s, in 2018. For those of us beginning January 1st, all of our activities and actions and finances in 2018 will be impacted. So here's the first major one. 7 tax brackets. We had 7 before. We still have 7 now. The change is, and by the way, they wanted simplification to go to 2 tax brackets and then 3 at the most. But we ended up with 7 again. Again, this simplification. But the tax brackets, almost everybody's bracket is slightly lower. 6 out of the 7 brackets are actually lower than under the 2017. So we used to have 10% and 15%. Now we have 10% and 12%, then 22% instead of 25, 24% instead of 28, 32%, 35, and 37% instead of 39.6. Although we do still have that Medicare 3.8% tax due to the ACA, the Health Care Act. So we still have some of all of those still to apply. But that's our basic tax change on our tax brackets. You'll see most people will fall. A slightly reduced tax will be owed in 2018 than on 2017 for the same pays, the same income. So that should be a little bit of welcome news. Now, that's the basic core of this new tax bill. Remember, it only takes 5 minutes to improve your financial well-being. Check back soon for more 5-Minute Financials with Jack Driscoll.